Hey YouTube and welcome back. Today we are trying out two of the new debuff Pokemon and we are using WHISCASH, which got Scold, which is crazy. As you can see on screen now, Scold is an amazing move, and before you had to get it build all the way to Blizzard, which you do lose some coverage now, obviously versus flyers, especially the grass flyers. You have nothing, right? But Scold is still much better, and with the ability to debuff, yeah, very good move. So WHISCASH is greatly increased now, his playability. Then we have Talonflame, which obviously got Fly and the Incinerate boost. And you'll see, Fly is crazy because you can get there in 3-2-2-2 Incinerates, which is even cheaper than Flame Charge. So you now outpace things, and Fly is also an insane damage move. So feels a lot better, and you don't have to debuff yourself, right, with Brave Bird. We're then using Skeledirge in the middle in like an ABB line with double Incinerate users. So let's get straight into the battles and see how this team worked out for us. So into the first lead, this is the first game of the season, so you know you can expect to see some weird and wonky stuff. It's a Zen Headbutt Miltank, and you don't get much worse than that. Anyways, we're going to just go for the Scold because it has the ability to debuff. Scold is more energy efficient, so that's the move you want to be throwing. In neutral situations at least. So yeah, they're going to go for Body Slam, and we're just going to keep nuking them. Apologies for the notifications, I do turn them off at some point. Yeah, but I must say WHISCASH felt awesome to use, and in this type of line, obviously you have a bit of a problem with, there's me trying to turn off my notifications, bit of a problem with Swampert, but WHISCASH does do fine there. You pace at the same time, right? So they will win TMP. So at some point, as long as they're giving up shields, you can just match and get them low enough that you can farm down with one of your Incinerate users. Anyways, we see an Air Slash Charizard come in, which is also not ideal for them. It's pretty ideal for us. And I mean, I don't really know the Air Slash counts, but it doesn't really matter. We are just going to save our 2 shields for next season, even though this is the first. And you can see Incinerate damage going up by 5 is amazing. And I was talking about it with chat last season. I think Incinerate being a 5-turn move, it needs to have a reason to play it, right? Because it's so clunky being a 5-turn move. It's so easy for opponents to catch on. If they're not being silly and giving you free Incinerates, it's, you know, it just felt basically, I don't want to say unusable, but borderline unusable. So I think them making it, you know, OP is fair, because being a 5-turn move really detracts from its playability so much already. So I think that's actually quite a nice change. Here we're going to get out the Azumarill, and in the zeros you actually win, unless they're running Hydro Pump of course, but none of the Azus I saw were. So yeah, you just can get to 2 Shadow Balls, which takes out. You lose all the other Im's shield situations because Bubble does so much and you get farmed down, but if you have a shield advantage you can beat them, as long as they don't have 2 shields for the Azu. Anyway, so we're going to face a Trevenant, and now we're going to try our best to work our way through this line, but you know, not having Blizzard is going to punish us a lot here. I was considering baiting there with a more expensive move, but we need to come out of this with enough energy to take out that Trevenant as well, right? And we're so low, they're going to be able to Shadow Claw us down. They don't even build up to the Shadow Ball here, so I think I can survive this because it's double resisted, right? We get to a Flame Charge because we're not getting to 2 moves. We might as well try and at least boost our damage. Doesn't matter. And you know, I'm going to bait as if I have the Blizzard, and if we did, I think it would be enough to take out, and we could have easily won this game. But that's not the moveset we choose anymore, so we can flip switch, and that's a good game. Here we get a Lanturn lead, which is amazing, right? We do not want to see this on our back line, especially Talonflame. So they're staying in here, which is quite questionable. I'm trying to check if they're looking to catch, so we overfarm a bit, and we're going to just start unloading these mud bombs. Best they can do is surf, so we don't need to shield anything here. They look like they single moved because they go straight for Thunderbolt, and yeah, they throw on bad timing here. But what's really nice, Medi is still strong, but it just feels like it has no play in these bad matchups anymore. Unless it's running Psychic, and even if it is, you know, Psychic got debuffed by, or nerfed by 10 damage. So, yeah, into Talonflame and Skeledirge, it just feels like now you have a dominating matchup, which is how it should have been, right? A fight against a Ghost, you should be destroying it, not having to go down shields to win. So, anyways, they bring back in their Lanturn. We're going to just throw this move. We definitely don't need to save our Skeledirge here. And yeah, so we've got a 2 shield advantage on Talonflame. There's almost nothing, unless it's a Bastion, in which case we kind of screwed. So I think it's easier for me to come in here and farm down with the shield and get a huge energy advantage on Talonflame, and it's worked out well, right? Either way, WHISCASH was a huge core breaker for them and was going to be destroying them. So we get that win. A Skarmory lead. So this isn't too bad. All the Skarms I saw were running Air Slash still. I'm sure you want to be running Steel Wing. So yeah, with the new buff, Steel Wing is now Poison Jab clone. So it went up to 7 energy. So it takes Skarmory 877. Where's Skarmory? 877 to get to the Sky Attacks and 88 to every Brave Bird. So it gets to its move much faster now, right? Which is really nice for Skarmory. Anyways, we bait out the Azu. We're going to play out the Zero Shield and hope they need to go down a shield to win it, which they do. And we're going to bring in our WHISCASH and get a huge farm here. We're just going to farm up to 100 energy and then take this out and see what the opponent wants to do. We've got a shield advantage. We've got a lot of energy. I forgot what the lead was now. Oh, there's Skarmory. So yeah, they're going to bring in their Stunfisk, which makes, I guess they don't want to eat all this energy, but they should have, I guess it's rank 1 battles, but you know, if I'm swapping out of a neutral matchup, they can assume that it's another fire type in the back, so them bringing this in here doesn't really make much sense. But it works for me, right? We've got a hard answer to the Skarmory in the back. What's nice is if you, as a Skarmory and a Talonflame, start on even energy, you get to the flame charge as they're getting to their Brave Bird, so you outpace them. So in the Zero Shield, you do just barely win that. I go for a fly here because I'm curious to see how much damage it does, right? We're doing a little bit of science, and it's enough. Anyways, into our next battle. Sceptile lead. Obviously, this is horrific, but because it has such a slow and they don't react in time, we get a whole free Incinerate there. And you saw how much damage that does. So with this energy advantage, we might be able to flip switch or at least get a shield advantage. And with this shield advantage, I'm thinking, okay, well, as long as again it's not like a Bastion in the back, our Skarmory is looking primed to sweep. Now I build up, I know they didn't have enough energy for a second Mud Bomb, so I'm going to rather go for the Shadow Ball, and they're going to farm me all the way down, which is quite clever by them. They've got 2 Mud Bombs, but if this Mud Shot KOs, then they're going to lose, you know, a Mud Bomb worth of energy. They go for Stone Edge, makes no sense, and they do let it go. In comes their own Talonflame, and we're shield up and an energy advantage. And because it took them, you know, a turn to switch, and they were in the middle of their animation, they don't sneak a flame. Why am I so stupid this morning? I can't speak. They don't sneak and they don't sneak and incinerate, and so yeah, we are going to call a bait here because I know that they have a lot of energy already on their Sceptile. I don't really remember Sceptile's moveset. I know it learns Breaking Swipe. I'm stupidly go for an extra Incinerator. I was considering trying to farm down, but I don't want to just throw this game. Oh, I do. I overtap and farm down. Here my recording software bugged a bit, but Mantine lead is a problem. And it takes me so long to think about what to do that I can't swap out, but they throw their energy immediately. So I'm going to bring a Skeledirge. You know, they don't have any moves that can hit for super effective here, unless they're running Bubble Beam, which is fine. I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball here. Mantine's bulky, so it's not really worth baiting, and they don't shield. So this is kind of great. They're staying in. We're going to get to another Aerial Ace, but I think I can survive 3 wing attacks to get to this next move. If they shield this, they can take switch, but they don't. They're going to get an energy advantage or something in the back. This is double. And because we have our ghost typing, they get 2 double kicks, and this isn't great. But I'm just going to bring in my WHISCASH, which had all this energy. And luckily for us, the Mantine's gone, right? So you can see how much damage that Skull does. The WHISCASH never used to be good in neutral situations. It's got decent bulk, but Skull just makes it quite a monster. So we're going to get a shield from there. I could have thrown here. If I had to guess, I think that would still win CMP, but we're going to just come and get a huge farm down here. I don't know what's in the back. I'm just hoping it's not fast move pressure. I'm going to eat one body slam because, you know, body slam doesn't do much. And if we go down the shield, match shields with them, they might still win in the back if they have a decent answer. So now we've got all this energy, and I'm going to bait, which is kind of risky because it won't even help. This fly's not going to do enough. So yeah, kind of silly because flame charge also costs more energy. But I'm pretty sure we're going to outpace here because of the huge farm down we got. I also over tap, and it looks like I win CMP. You can see my IVs on screen. It's a decent rank. I think it's rank 80 or so, but yeah, we got quite a high attack, so we do win a lot of CMPs. Swampert. So this is the lead that you really want to get rid of it with. You need to get rid of it with your WHISCASH. So you can survive a Hydro Cannon, right? And I like to farm up a little bit over to threaten the Scald, which takes 6 mud shots to get to, and then just go for mud bombs, right? It does a decent amount of damage. I should not be throwing this mud bomb because again it's on CMP. We're going to lose it, and I could farm up and go for a Scald, which would do quite a bit more damage. It is the more energy efficient move to be throwing. We're going to get a second shield here, and they try and catch on a Medicham, and we are in such a good position here. I just need to come out with energy to get rid of the Swampert, and I think I stupidly throw my fly before I have 2, because I don't want to take another ice punch, but it makes no sense because one Hydro Cannon is going to take out no matter what. But they're further than 2 mud shots off the next move, and this is great. So we got kind of lucky and unpunished there, but they still make it by surviving on 1 HP. This is fine, right? I'm just going to come in with Skeledirge, farm this down, get a nice energy advantage and a shield advantage, and it's Carbink in the back. So lucky for us, we did save our shield. Talonflame is going to be useless here. I'm going to try and get to a second Shadow Ball. I get a bit scared here that I won't survive another 3 rock throws, or 2 and a bit. So we're just going to throw the Disarming Voice. Now we just need to get to a Scald. We did say leave with some energy, and we do. So yeah, putting in big work, the Skeledirge there into a Carbink. So GG's and well played. Altaria, this is now obviously horrible, which is kind of weird. Yes, I was saying yesterday how, you know, with buffed Azu, it's everywhere. Running Altaria doesn't really make sense, but it completely, I don't say walls, but it does really well into this team. We're going to bring in our Skeledirge. They're going to respond with an Azu, and this is great, right? Because we can get shield advantage here or switch. They could guess what's in the back and assume they don't need switch, but they almost always do take switch because they can come out here with energy. And this is fine, right? Because our WHISCASH is bulky, it can eat this energy. We get denied there, which is kind of cuck. But we can now just farm. We need to come out of this with energy for whatever's in the back because, you know, we can actually throw before they're having to take a second move, which just makes sense. It's not going to take out, so we can just farm them down here. We have a shield advantage, so we need to extend this advantage as much as possible. Okay, I'm going to do that by trying to snipe with my Talonflame. And I think they know that Altaria is really strong for them, so I'm going to bait here. It's so funny saying bait when it's the more expensive move, but it is the resisted move that's going to boost our attack. And they don't fall for it, which is terrible. Now if they shield this, we probably, I mean, Altaria takes so long to get to the moves. It's the 16 turns, 8 seconds, so yeah, it takes forever. And they have a Stunfisk in the back. Oh, I remember this game. They throw on bad timing here, which is huge for us. They come in with Azu. Oh, it looked like I was able, because I tapped to the move but it didn't register, and then it still threw, unfortunately. I'm going to try and catch here. They don't fall for it, and I actually lose a mud bomb here, which is worst case. And it looks like I'm on. If I survive this move, I thought maybe I could, but I don't even have 2 moves stored, and we got taken out. Very well played to our opponent. That a catch really won them the game. Deoxys. This is where I love WHISCASH, right? Same with the other mud boys. Deoxys has to debuff itself to throw any moves, and Rock Slide and Thunderbolt obviously resisted. So it's a kind of bad matchup for them. They try and catch, and this is fine, right? I'm going to just let them get energy, and then bring my Skeledirge after chipping it, because all of their energy is double or single resist. Yeah, they throw Body Slam, which is not the right move because, you know, and they throw on bad timing. But Body Slam is double resisted because of the Ghost typing, and Power Whip is single resisted because of the Fire typing. So we're going to farm up to 100 energy here and throw Disarming Voice. And they decide to let it go. So, and they instant bring in a Wigglytuff. I mean, and I instant throw a Shadow Ball for no damn reason, because that's... Luckily we're going to get to another move here, but yeah, this was kind of silly by me. I'm also doing rank 1 plays, you know? Come on, forgive me. New season, new me. We're going to bring in Talonflame for a big farm here. I think I can just eat the Icy Wind, because it doesn't do much. It might be a bit questionable, that play, because we do have 2 shields. But they bring, we know it's a Deoxys, which is just going to do far more damage, so we can just bring this in. They have to throw Psycho Boost here, you know, to get rid of this, and then they debuffed, and they have to save their shields because our Talonflame has 2 moves, so they know it's over, and they just let me farm them down. So, yeah, very well played by opponent. Well, not so well played, but we live and learn. Another Shadow Swampert. I think it's better that it's a Shadow, because you can get this lower and then farm it down with something. We're going to again eat the first move and then bait to Scald. We farm up to 1 before they get to their second move, and sometimes I do like throwing the second mud bomb because they scared you could catch, right? But here I do it better. I'm going to throw the Scald, assuming they're not going to shield, and they don't, and this is great. They farmed up a lot of energy here, but it's fine. I'm going to just bring in probably the Skeledirge and 1 shield farm down. Okay, we bring in the Talonflame because it does do a bit more damage. Hope this takes it out. Opponent throws on good timing, throwing 2, but they still just barely off a second one. Ooh, and this is bad. I got a Clodsire in the back. I throw on bad timing. You should throw on odd numbers when you're a 5 turn into a 2 turn. We get a bit of lag there and they get a free move, but this is kind of fun. We're going to just get them low. I know that they're going to get to a second move here before I can farm them down. So we have to now put it all on the back of Skeledirge. They're going to get to another Stone Edge here. We have to shield this. Obviously, this is going to do so much damage. And it's a Skarmory in the back. And I have a win con here if I bait them. But I, decide to not bait them. I mean, even though, if they no shield this, I don't even know if a Shadow Ball actually takes out. So, yeah, it doesn't. Brave Bird easily going to take us out. And well played to our opponent there. The last few battles, we've got a Serperior on the lead. Obviously there's not much worse than this, and we see a Sableye come in, and they were very quick on the swap, which is not great for us, but we can get shield advantage here because we outpace them, right? It takes them 665 to get to the moves, and it takes us the equivalent of I don't know how to convert it, but 15 turns and then 10 turns, so we quite easily outpace them, and they farm us down after 2 shielding, which is well played by them. Gonna just come in here and soak all this damage. Obviously, I don't even care if WHISCASH dies here. We prefer to stay alive, but they've got a Serperior, so this thing is just dead weight. I think they return and take us out here, which is pretty clever from the opponent, and we're just gonna come in and get a farm down. Ooh, and it's a Dugong in the back, so this is actually doable. I'm going to shield up the first Icy Wind, because obviously anything that the Serperior throws is going to do less damage, so we decide to just spend our shields where it counts. I don't care about over farming in this matchup, because the Icy Wind, we just need to stay out of Aerial Ace range, and yeah, they're going to need 2 Aerial Aces to take us out here, and they know it's over. So that's going to be it for the battles. thank you, trainers. Sorry for the long break between videos and for my stupid talking today. But yeah, this team I highly recommend. It's super duper fun. Really did not see many core breakers, but obviously this is the early days. So yeah, we go for fun and over hard meta lines in the early days. So yeah, if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.